Hey everyone, this is Nathaniel Wright from D-Pad Entertainment, and if you're looking into starting up a podcast, then Anchor is the place for you. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. For one, it's free. There's also creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast so you can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the D-Pad Entertainment Podcast. I am your host, Nathaniel Wright, aka Sergeant Crack. Today with me is my guest, once again, the Blue Jester, Ether Wiggins.
Yo, that's me. What's up?
What's going on?
Yo, nothing much, man. I'm just chilling, y'all. I'm hyped. Back on the podcast again. Let's go.
Let's go. All right. Today's topic is we're going to talk about the PS4. It's a special topic, actually. It's the PS5 reveal. Ooh, I'm going back in time.
Word. PS5. I was going to say the PS4 reveal. That was a little while ago.
A couple of years back.
Facts. Yeah, for real.
We're going to talk about the PS5 reveal, actually, and what was our favorites. What did we like about it? What we didn't like about it? Any specific games that we want to talk about? And yes, we are going to talk about its ugly ass design. Looks like a goddamn neuralizer. Please look into this. Please look into this light. Fucking the race.
Why is it so ugly though? I don't understand.
I don't know.
The best meme I've seen is somebody, the old school heaters.
Yeah.
Stand-up heaters. Somebody was like, yo, real quick, check out the new PS5. It was just an old school heater. It was crazy.
But I will say, that controller looks slick as fuck. That's probably the best looking controller I've probably seen in a while.
Yo, I will agree with you on that. I do think the controller, right? Let's not be a hater for a second. The controller is great looking.
Yeah. Oh man.
I do think Sony's definitely bit off of, in my opinion, Nintendo with the controller. I feel like every system they come out with, the controller is better and better since the PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
It's for sure the thing that they seem to be doing right.
Yeah. Well, they really haven't changed the design of the controller for a long time. Like, this is the first time that we've seen the controller look vastly different from any PlayStation controller.
It's been little changes here and there since the PlayStation 1.
Absolutely. Like baby steps.
Right.
Yo. Baby steps.
But I tell you,
that console's ugly.
The console's ugly. That reveal, in my opinion, the reveal, right? I'm not being a hater, just being honest.
Yeah,
was a huge, mega letdown. Like I could have 100% gone without watching it. I watched it. I don't know if you watched it, but I watched it.
I did watch it. Yeah, I did.
Right. What are the main points that they missed? Everybody in the world is like, how much does this thing cost? Why didn't y'all tell us yet how much this thing costs? Also, we're all assuming it's coming out this. Well,
yeah, it is coming out this year. Yeah, it's coming out this year. Yeah.
But like, we don't get no date. Words like that. All right, cool. That's
exactly
the two things people were mainly looking for from this reveal.
Besides what the console looks like,
right?
And the games, obviously.
Right.
But no, you're right. Like, but see that the price shit is because them and Microsoft are playing chicken with each other. It's so stupid. So
is that what it is?
Yeah. So one can undercut the other. That's what that bullshit is.
Got it. I didn't realize that.
It's all bullshit, marketing bullshit, and I don't even know why. Because I feel like Microsoft is not even really in the console game anymore. Like, they just made a console just to make it.
Agreed.
Because all that shit is going to PC anyway.
Right. So they're just trying to just stay in the mix, pretty much.
I guess. I think they're really trying to compete I think Microsoft really trying to compete with Steam and Epic in the Epic Game Store, but
yeah,
that's neither here nor there.
Right. You're right. And then I don't know how you feel about the game. I guess we're about to get into that. But first of all, where is this Marvel's Avengers game? Like, they showed us the trailer. Everybody said it was ugly. We have not seen it since.
And they said they was going to change it. Actually, it was supposed to. The original release date was in May, but I know it got pushed back. It got pushed back. It actually got pushed back before coronavirus hit.
Okay.
But I think, at this point, I don't even care about the Marvel Avengers game because that Spider-Man that Spider-Man game fucking took the wind out of his sails. Like, no one's talking about it now. They talk about that Miles.
Y'all started off strong with the presentation. Spider-Man, when I seen that, I was in my crib on my living room, standing up on my tippy toes, bro. I was like, "What in the world is this?"
And Insomniac is on it, man. Like, they're doing 2 games at the same time.
Oh yeah,
like granted, even though it's a standalone game, it's kind of like it's part of the original Spider-Man game that came out, but it's like that Uncharted deal that they had with they had Uncharted 4, and then they had that standalone game that came out, but it's actually like kind of like an I guess you can say an expansion of it. It's its own like side story to that game.
That's what a lot of people were worried about. A lot of people thought it was basically the PS4 Spider-Man, but you can now play as Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Which I believe is not the case, but also thanks for the lack of information, Sony. We're just we're just figuring this. We're just guessing. We're assuming.
Yeah, and Sony had to tweet about that. Like it was like, it's a standalone. It's its own standalone game.
Right. They had
akin to that Uncharted. Yeah.
Right.
Because Sony just dropped the game and no info. Like it wasn't even like a press release about it. I don't think.
No, there was not.
Because usually Cats would have put up like press releases and whatnot.
Yeah.
But we didn't even get that.
No, you're right.
We didn't even get that.
But then, in my opinion, the presentation started off strong with Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then, Ratchet and Clank. Okay.
Oh man. I am stoked for that.
Yeah, because that is looking wild. But in my opinion, too, they're playing it safe. You cannot go wrong with Ratchet and Clank. There was not a bad one yet. It's like saying that, that one Mario Brothers game that sucked. That's not a thing. That never happened before.
Yeah.
never happened, guys. Like, so you're playing it safe with these games, which is okay. And I want to say, I'm interested to hear your opinion. After Ratchet and Clank, which I believe was the second or third game they showed, I had little to no interest in the presentation. Every other game had me like, okay, that's kind of cool, I guess. That's kind of cool. We threw in Biohazard 8, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that was to really get the crowd pumped. But even that had me like,
that was like the end banger.
Right.
That and Horizon, which I'm actually excited about. I'm excited about Horizon Forbidden West.
Horizon, in my opinion, was a surprise because I feel like, this is my opinion, I didn't think the game did all that well, but it did, I guess.
It did. It did. That game's it was an uphill battle because it was released around the time with the Switch had came out, Zelda had came out,
right?
And
that's what's supposed to be killing it.
And it had drew comparisons to it, but it did. Yeah. It actually sold really well. I don't have the sales numbers for it, but I know it did do well. They made a DLC for it.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. Okay.
I will say this: there was a game that I was really, really interested. It reminded me of it was Sackboy, A Big Adventure. It's a spinoff of Little Big Planet. It looks like Mario 3D World. I don't know if you have played Mario 3D World, right? The four player. Sure. Yeah, it reminded me so much of that, and I was like, I might get that.
Right.
I'll definitely get that.
Little Big Planet alone was not a bad game.
Nah,
So
definitely not.
good for y'all for doing the good old spinoff thing. You know what I mean? There was a game I completely forgot the name, but for some strange reason, the art reminded me of Beyond Good and Evil, and it was magic related. I completely forgot what the title was, but
Was it the Oddworld game?
No. I know Oddworld. Which
Kenya. It kind of looked like it plays like Legend of Zelda.
Yes.
Kenna Bridge of the Spirits, which is actually coming out for the Xbox because they put it on their YouTube as well.
See, I didn't know that.
After the presentation, yeah, a lot of these third-party games are also coming out on the Xbox. So it's not. So yeah, it's not exclusive.
Right. I mean, listen, real quick. What's really blowing my mind, again, I just said this 10 minutes ago. Yo, we need the price, man. I'm sick and tired of seeing these memes of people sleeping with extremely ugly women just to get the PlayStation 5. Okay. All right, I'm not going to do it. I'm not turning tricks.
Dudes out here getting sugar mamas.
Right. I'm not a goddamn dog. I'm not doing a damn backflip for this, man. I'm going to attempt to afford it myself.
dudes out here getting sugar mamas to pay for the PlayStation 5. Could you imagine if the system's $1,000?
Bruh, what do you mean?
Could you imagine?
Oh, man.
Could you imagine a backlash?
First of all, it's coming out. I mean, I'm going to double down on this joke. It's coming out during cuffing season. There's going to be so many dudes. It's like, yeah, this is my new bae right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't really all that, but, she got me the PS5. So, whatever.
Exactly.
I can't.
Don't be surprised. Dudes is tricking, man. Dudes will be selling themselves.
Oh, bruh. What? Yo, on the streets. What you doing on that corner?
I got secure that PlayStation 5.
Right, we just hooking. I'm trying to secure the bag. You know what I'm saying? That's it, man. I ain't hurt nobody. I'm just trying to secure the bag. That's it.
I'm trying to find that game. It reminded me of Katana Zero, but with guns.
Right. Yes.
I'm trying to
catch the name.
It was so out there.
Right, which is what most of their titles were. Most of their titles were oddball titles where it's like,
whoa.
I guess I'll buy this. You know what I mean? Like, there was no, in my opinion, with the exception of
Deathloop. That was the name of it.
What was it?
Deathloop,
yes. Oh,
that looks fun.
Yes. Okay. Deathloop is made by Bethesda, correct?
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
Right. They showed that game at E3 last year.
Did they?
Yep.
Okay.
So that's one of them games that was supposed to have been come out.
I remember last year they also is it last year or I believe it was last year they showed that Godfall.
Yeah.
Or was that the Game Awards or something? That's done by that's done by Gearbox, who I'm not even a fan of right now because of the Battleborn situation, and then everybody that end up hating Borderlands 3. So,
it wasn't just me. Everybody's pissed.
All right. You didn't know? Yeah. Jason and Gerald hate that game, man. They so disappointed. But you could also tell it was their heart wasn't into that game either.
Oh man, I tell you what, we'll go off on this tangent for a minute. Huge, mega huge letdown. Like, I currently play Destiny now because I looked years ago. I was looking for a Borderlands replacement. That looter shooter thing with the RPG element was great. And I don't know why they've lost their way so much, because the pre-sequel was garbage. And then you hype us up for part 3, and you actually give us good characters with good abilities. But I mean, what happened when the game basically came out is that Flak was OP, and Amara was OP. So it's like, why can't, and the way Borderlands is set up as a game, why couldn't all 4 characters be OP? Like, I thought Zane was so cool. So, but you mean to tell me that I'm getting kicked out of a lobby because I'm using the wrong character. Yo, if that's the case, dog, I'll go play Street Fighter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh boy, just what a letdown. The whole like, and what's the trip is before the game came out. A lot of people said this. People at GameStop, when I would go in and just talk to the fellas, would talk about it. But even my homeboy said it. He goes, they're going a little too off the wall with all these random guns that make cheeseburgers, guns that get up and walk, guns that make you coffee and wake you up in the morning. You know what I mean? Like they're going too off the wall and not really focused necessarily on gameplay. And that's where they were lacking. And then it's a mega bummer because, in my opinion, the story was a little cliche, but it was kind of dope though.
Well, me and the twins had a conversation, which the podcast drops tomorrow morning at 8.
Yeah.
Gerald and Jay talked about that. Talked about how they felt Borderlands 3 came about because no one was receptive to Battleborn because everybody's waiting for Borderlands 3 so hard. So that's why I felt like their heart wasn't into making Borderlands 3 really, because if we played Battleborn, you could feel the love that went into that game. So
it was amazing.
But no one bought it. Between them releasing with Overwatch and then the fans wanting Borderlands 3, and see, this is the whole fandom shit. That's a whole nother tangent.
No, you're right.
For another day.
Right.
Fandom.
Right, because we can get back to this good old this Stormtrooper mask system. You know what I mean? That's another joint. I think you tweeted that. Like, what's up with this what Stormtrooper lost his mask? Nah,
it's the PlayStation.
That's the PlayStation 5, bro. What you talking about? Put that heater down. It's cold. Turn that thing on, man. It's cold in here.
Don't look into the light, or else you get your mind erased.
Facts. And there's just more information, Sony. I'm trying my best for the first time in my life to not be a hater. I'm stunned that everybody was like, I watched. You know what? I'm not even going to name drop because, first of all, you hate this mug. But I was watching the reveal on Twitch. There's a bunch of people who were streaming it, and I watched two different reveals where both people were like, I feel like they were both educated young men, and they're both like, "Ooh, it comes with a headset. Nice." Hold on.
They never said that. I don't remember them saying that.
They did when they showed. So there was 2 seconds where they showed the software for the. I saw
that. I saw the headset. I didn't know it came with it. It came in the box. I didn't know that.
Right. They're saying that it comes with it, but didn't the PlayStation 4 come with a headset? Also, wasn't it shitty?
Yeah. This one I was like, maybe this headset is of higher quality, but you know what? You're right.
You're
absolutely right.
But that's the thing, Sarge. We don't have the information to back anything up. That's the problem.
And it's so true.
Right.
It showed us. See, with the games, you can do that. You can just show us the games. Right. Which I will give them kudos for. There's a lot more gameplay in this reveal than it was in the Xbox one. Xbox one was just CG trailers. This one, there was some CG trailers, but there was also gameplay trailers. There was also gameplay that went with the trailers.
Right.
But you are absolutely right. There's like zero information about anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like no price. What does it come? What does it come with? The only thing you told us is that there's 2 different models. A disc system and one where you can download the games.
Even that you didn't explain well. Right? Because the stream I was watching, the one person was like, so you mean to tell me, like, do I go in the store, buy a game, get the case, open it up instead of a disc? It's just a piece of paper that's in there. Also, I know this is a bit silly because I don't think they would stray from their pattern, but what kind of discs we got? Are they regular discs? Are they mini discs? You know what I mean? That might seem silly because Sony's kept the same disc format for quite some time.
Yeah.
But
I think it's still Blu-ray. The Blu-ray format.
Again, why do I have these questions? I should not have these questions. But the USB charging for the controller.
I'm with it.
See me right now. Double thumbs up. Right, great.
Yeah.
The docking station for the
docking station. I was like, yes.
Yo, give me 2 more arms, bro, so I can give you 4 thumbs up for that.
Yo, there you go. You can't see us, but we got the thumbs up.
Right. they talked briefly, I mean, for a second, about streaming capabilities, which I wish they expanded more on. But I just feel like that's probably going to be another main battle between them and maybe Steam, Steam and the Xbox. But I feel like Steam's not really focusing on anything streaming related. They're just focused mainly on just people gaming.
Yeah.
But I do feel like the Xbox and the PlayStation are trying to make streaming easier for everybody. I do wish they went into a little more detail about that, though.
And I saw that they're doing the camera again.
Yes. Yeah.
So when you do streaming, you can obviously have the camera pointed at you.
Right. And then I feel like, come on, y'all. Why are we backtracking? I watched my favorite streamer last night. He had a really good point. I myself personally do not like any type of white electronic. I do not own any type of white electronic. And last night I'm watching my favorite streamer on Twitch, and he's like, "Why would you make it white? Now I have to sit it somewhere so it's not in the sunlight because it's going to get that sun bleach. It's going to turn that ugly yellow, right?"
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Y'all remember the Super Nintendo? That thing was great, and you left that thing in the sun, and it turned ugly. So what is going to happen to this bright, stark white gaming system when the sun shines in my living room too much, and now somebody comes in my house and they're like, 'What happened to your PlayStation 5? Did you piss on it?' Nah, man, it's just sun bleach, bro."
Exactly.
No, so
exactly. Well, I was misinformed. I didn't know until later. I thought they were doing a black version, and then I thought they was doing a special edition Spider-Man version. It was just that Boss Logic. I don't know if you're familiar with Boss Logic.
Yeah,
the artist. Yeah, he had did a mock up of a black version of the PlayStation 5, and a Spider-Man edition. I was like hyped because it just showed up. It just showed up all over the end. I was like, oh really? They're going to do that?
Yeah.
Then find out later, Boss Logic just did some artwork. I was like, oh,
and
it looks so good.
I was just about to say, his stuff is so dope. You don't even know. You don't know the difference. Yeah.
I was like, oh man, that's so dope. And then I was like, oh man, that's heartbreaking.
Right.
Because it's black, and it had the red light with the red controller with the Miles Morales Spider-Man symbol in the middle of the controller.
Oh no, that sounds dope. They need to make that.
They should. But it's Sony, so you know.
I was fully expecting after the color backlash of the presentation for Sony to be like, "Yo, stop complaining, y'all. We're coming out with numerous colors," but they have not said that yet.
I would just do a white and a black one, like a white SKU and a black SKU. Like,
and then for every once in a while, like you said about the Miles Morales thing, if you got a big game people are hype about, then make a certain skin for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ooh, get you the Miles Morales edition, get you the Ratchet and Clank edition, PS5, whatever. That would be cool.
Do like how Nintendo did the Wii U. They had the white and the black one. Everybody went the black one, and then they just phased out the white one.
They phased out the white, right? Because no one wanted it. Yep. Yes, indeed. No, you're right. You're right.
If they're so adamant about having a white SKU,
right? So, and I mean, I also feel like there was no further date. Was there a date or a month?
No, there is no date. Or the system's coming out supposedly. I would say November of this year.
No. I don't even mean that. I just mean a date or a month for more information in general.
I would say maybe at the end of all this like summer of game stuff is over. That's what I think. Maybe
that's what I'm assuming as well.
Either that or TGS is one or the other.
TGS, okay.
But
right, is TGS still happening?
I haven't heard about TGS canceling. Well, you know what? Japan is kind of starting to open up because New Japan is starting their events again this week.
Really?
As a matter of fact, this week, as a matter of fact.
Oh, I needed to know that. That's all right. Okay.
So I think Japan's opening back up little by little now.
Nice. I do miss some of these little things. That's cool. Miss the little events.
But TGS, as far as I know, TGS wasn't canceled.
Okay.
But you know what?
Yes.
It actually might be before that. So because I think TGS is usually in October.
Uh, oh, okay. Later in the
Like I
year.
know you know what? Yeah, it's like around October because it's usually either right before or right after New York Comic Con.
Got it. Yep. Yeah.
But I think it'll be so. You know what? It'll probably be after, like at the end of the whole summer of the summer of IGN and the thing that Jeff Keighley's doing the summer of games.
Yeah.
But I think IGN is doing a better job than Jeff Keighley
Oh,
by
yo,
far.
absolutely. IGN's been on it lately. I'm surprised. Honestly, I'm surprised they're still relevant.
Who?
IGN. They've been relevant forever, dude.
Oh man, shit. IGN since I was in high school, bro. Since I was junior high school.
Right.
I remember that's how I found out. That's how I found out about Smash, the original Smash Brothers.
Oh boy, I still remember that commercial. Me and you and me, no matter how we toss the dice. That was my jam. Why Pikachu trip old boy like that? That was very unnecessary.
That was, remember those days of great commercials, great video game commercials.
Yes, those were the days of high adventure. Yes.
Dum 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 dum.
Yo, I haven't watched Conan in a minute, but I digress.
Actually, I think I bought it on Amazon Prime.
Oh,
so
really? So
it's downloaded. So it's downloaded on my Fire Stick.
Yes,
watch it anytime I want.
Yo,
watch it on my phone.
Sword. Yes, swing that sword, bro. Swing that sword. Right? Yeah, but all in all, it was enough to. The Sony presentation, in my opinion, overall was enough to. It's like giving a hard work somebody that's been outside all day working hard in the heat, and then you give them a half a bottle of water. It was like, all right, right. Like I'm still thirsty, bro. Like, oh, you're just gonna do me like that? You're not gonna let me get a whole bottle of water? All right, that's cool. You know?
Yeah, I'm looking through Sony's list, and I'm like, for the review. I'm like, yeah, there was some cool stuff in here, whatever. But like the meat and the potatoes was. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Insomniac is the MVP of the whole Sony game division.
No, big facts. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Insomniac, I would place maybe either Guerrilla Games, Santa Monica, or who's the guys who make Sly Cooper? They're doing a samurai game right now.
I forgot their name.
Sucker Punch.
Yeah, they're doing what's that? Ghost of
Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, I didn't know they were doing that game.
Yeah, and they do Infamous too. I actually enjoy. Actually, you know what? My personal opinion. I enjoy Insomniac and Sucker Punch the most out of all of the Sony studios.
I think I do as well.
Naughty Dog. I know everybody props them up as the studio in Sony. To me, they just make games that are movies at this point. Because I
never
I have not
before, but you're right.
I have not had fun with a fucking Uncharted game. The only Uncharted game I actually like is 3.
Was part 3? Yep.
And I downloaded 4 because it was free. I still haven't touched it.
Stop. That's how you know. How do you know you're not interested? Yo, dog, you play that free game yet? Nah.
Last of Us too. I also have Last of Us. I got it for free and I still haven't touched it.
Yeah, when I tell you, I feel like you can't pay me to play that game, and I can't really tell you why. I'm just not interested in it at all.
Yeah, the interest is not there.
We made a Last of Us 2. Okay, and
good for you.
Right.
Good for you.
And ... What do we do? What happens next?
And this is not a slight to anybody who likes that game. You can like what you like. I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's just not for me.
Yes, I agree. You do.
And people, there can be things that are just not for you.
Right. And that's okay. I don't know why people don't know that's okay. Like,
I don't know.
I'm not going to walk up to somebody, like somebody put a podcast on right now and be like, but I love Uncharted. Hold on real quick. Let me track this fella down, pull up to his crib, and let me explain to him in depth why his opinion sucks and that game sucks. No, I'm not going to do that. It's just not for me. That's all.
Yeah, that's it. It's just that simple.
Right,
some people that don't like Legends. See, back in the day, yes, I used to be that guy, but I got older, got smarter. That shit ain't worth it. It's like these people arguing about fucking wrestling companies.
Right. That's exactly how I feel. That's why when we started this, I feel like we both had the same opinion. It was like maybe like 10 or 20 years ago, this was going to be a hate session. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh,
Yeah.
hate. Nope. I'm not hating. I'm mildly disappointed, but there's things I was also enjoying as well.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. Right. Like, you're right. Got a little older, got a little smarter, a little wiser. You know what I'm saying? There's no need to put anybody down for their opinion.
Like, Sony didn't shit the bed. By far, they didn't shit the bed. I like the presentation. I definitely like the reveal. I liked I like the games that I saw. A good portion of it.
Right.
I did. That Gran Turismo looks sexy as hell, but I wouldn't. But obviously, I'm not gonna buy it. I don't like simulation racing.
Right. I actually completely forgot about that. I'm sure Gran Turismo fans are very excited.
Oh man, it's sexy as hell.
Right. It looks great. I was thinking about it looks so good. I was going to ask it out on a date Friday night. You know what I mean? I had to remember I don't even like Gran Turismo that much. I was like, wait a minute, I'm not going to do that.
You know what also look good? It's the Destruction All Stars. It almost looks like Twisted Metal.
Yep.
Like a fun version of Twisted Metal. I mean, not that Twisted Metal wasn't fun, but like more cartoonish version of Twisted Metal.
Right. It's kind of what I thought it was supposed to be at first. I thought it was kind of like a new Small Brawl or something like that. Jesus Lord, that game is crazy old, but right, it does look really good. My one game that, as far as I'm concerned, was kind of a disappointment the way it looked, and I don't know how people feel about this, was actually Biohazard 8, because I'm expecting it to just blow my mind with the way it looks, and in my opinion, they shot their low with 7. It looks like 7.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at the game.
It didn't look that much better.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm not saying that 7 was bad. 7 was actually pretty wild, but it just, as far as visuals go, it looks the same.
I'm interested in the story.
Right. Chris, what are you doing? Why are you just shooting people, dogs?
And what's up with this village?
What is happening? Also, why does Chris look different in every game? I don't
understand either. I get
my man has seen some shit. Do you understand? But
at least he ain't looking roided up.
Right. He's looking like the Incredible Hulk. He's like 3 people wide. I didn't even recognize him. They had to say his name for me to be like, oh, that's Chris. Got it. Mr. Redfield, welcome back.
Hold up. I have to get on my soapbox about this one for a second.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Why the fuck is Grand Theft Auto on 3 different fucking generations of consoles?
Oh, boy. Here we fucking go. All right. Yeah, let's do it. So they showed Grand Theft Auto 5, and when I tell you, I was like, is this a troll? The dude I was watching that was streaming it on Twitch was like, that was a troll. That was a commercial, right? It took the whole hour for it to set in that was not a commercial. That was part of the presentation.
That's so crazy. It's so crazy.
I was like, hold up, Rockstar. Now, on some real, like, not even that I haven't really messed with the Grand Theft Auto since part 1, honestly, but
yeah, dang,
you don't think Grand Theft Auto fans are looking for part 6? We just gonna rock out with part 5 forever?
It's making them money. I think that game is still like the highest selling game. I think it's still I think it's still in the top 10s in the MPDs.
How old is that game?
That game came out. That game came out near the end of the PS3, Xbox 360's life cycle.
That's what I'm saying. That game is years old. Right. That thing is not new.
But then you know what? And then I thought about this after I had posted a meme up about it. And I thought about this later. I was like, yo, you know what? Capcom did the same shit with Resident Evil 4. Yo, they ported it all the way up to now.
You're right, because didn't it just come out for the Switch a couple months ago?
Yes.
I didn't even think about it like that. Yeah, they mentioned, so the person I was watching mentioned they're taking bets on what games they're going to show. and then somebody brought up a Resident Evil, the next remake, and I'm like, in my mind, I was like, I swear to God, if you remake 4, I would never look at another Resident Evil ever again. I'm not doing it, man.
That's the rumor. They're gonna remake 4. Why not just remake Code Veronica?
Just do Code Veronica. Y'all have given us 4 so many times. I'm so sick of 4. Because originally, I did not agree with all the homies. I actually thought 4 was innovative. I thought 4 was great for the story.
4 is amazing. 4 is
right.
Even
lore-wise, because lore-wise, 4 is the first one where we went off the rails.
Oh yeah.
And yes, things were different, but it very much explained. If this happened in the real world, it would be like that. If there was some type of outbreak here where I live in Binghamton, and they contained it, bet money Jacob might have it and might not know. He might be a asymptomatic carrier.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's somebody that carries something but doesn't have symptoms, so they don't know they have it.
Yeah.
Now Jacob might go to Texas to go see his grandmom. You know what I mean? Cough on the dog. Now the dog's got it, but then the dog mutates in a different way than the virus affected people in Binghamton, and that's what happens. And then said dog runs away from his owner's home. Next thing you know, this mutated dog's in California, bites some dude named Juan Pablo. Juan Pablo doesn't even know. He goes back to Mexico. Bam, now it's in Mexico. So like, I love part 4 because it made the lore, in my opinion. It was just a zombie series until part 4.
Yes.
And story-wise, it took off, I think, after that because it strayed away from.
And not only that, after something like that would happen, the fucking company would get investigated.
Right.
Absolutely, the company would get investigated. All types of insanity was.
Everybody's in the mix for sure. You're right, though. You're right.
Stocks be plummeting.
Hard. You understand? Plummeting so fast, no one knows what to do. Chief, what do we do? I don't know. Panic. All right. Cool.
The fucking board members be committing suicide and shit. Jumping out the goddamn window. My money.
Terry, what are you doing at the window? Yo, this is it, man. I can't handle it. It's gonna jump. No, that's it, man.
Tell my wife I love her.
Right. That's it. Yo, will someone please kiss my children for me? I can't, man. Yo, but I don't know about you. But if we're gonna wrap up this reveal, on a scale from 1 to 10, I'll give it a solid 5. Only because I need more information on everything. No. Let me not hate. I'll give it a 6. I'll give it a solid 6 for now, hoping that it goes up.
Yeah, I feel you. I would give it a 7. Solid 7.
Okay.
Solid 7. Just for the game. Just for the games alone.
Right, because I don't know about you, but Christmas, I'm trying to be Miles Morales. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I hear you.
Right.
I hear you.
I'm trying to web sling, and I'm trying to hit people with the venom sting. Do you understand?
Turn invisible.
Yeah, I'm turning invisible, and I'm just creeping up on fools. Let's go. I'm about it.
I'm with it.
Yes,
but
indeed.
It was a pleasure having you on here for this special podcast, which I'm going to drop as soon as I get off of here.
Oh, legit. Yeah, man. It's always a pleasure being on the podcast, man. This is great. I love it.
All right. So tell our listeners where they can find you.
Yo, check this out. You can find me, PIC Blue Jester, on Twitch at PIC_Blue Jester, spelled BLUJESTER. You got to drop the E on that blue. You dig what I'm saying? Or you could just pull up on my Twitter, which is the exact same thing, the exact same handle, and my Twitter will tell you the next time I'm streaming. So y'all should just pull up on my Twitch channel for sure. All
right, guys. I'll catch you in the next episode. Reg, thank you again. Always a pleasure. Catch you in the next episode.
Yo, laters.